YouTube, good morning. Welcome back. Hope everyone's doing well, staying healthy. So, back in mid-September, Soudani went to the UN meeting in New York. He stressed and put a huge emphasis on corruption, cleaning, tackling, removing corruption. Okay? Since that point, they've had a lot of articles coming out talking about combating corruption. Like, here's two of them from today. A representative identifies three dimensions for the Sudanese government in combating corruption. You can pause the video right here if you'd like and read this article. Here's another one. Head of the Integrity Commission, the accountability of major corrupt people will be public. So as you see, they're putting a huge emphasis on tackling, removing corruption, and have done so since around mid-September. Okay? This is what you're waiting on for the rate change, guys. Okay? Really, none of the other groups, none of the other dinar investment groups or content creators are talking about this with you, but this is the truth. This right here is what you're waiting on in order for Iraq to revalue. This is the central bank's absolute minimum number one requirement in order to revalue. Okay? In fact, I'm going to show you guys something. Give me a second here. Okay, I'm going to bring a screen over. Here it is. Look right there. It says right there, this is from 2014. It says the Iraq dinar revaluation postponed by the central bank for 5 years. Okay? This was given due to political corruption. Okay? And there's many different levels of the government and corruption. So you have to understand all that. Anyway, so I'm just trying to help bring a little truth and clarity into exactly why the rate hasn't changed, because many different groups, or even many of you right now, you're like, what's taking so long? Why hasn't Iraq revalued? They've got everything done, and they do. Iraq has everything done. They're ready to revalue, but they're not gonna revalue till they tackle this corruption. Okay? Iraq has had severe deep corruption over the last 20 years. They have to remove all that corruption. Now, we study this at a much greater, deeper level on my Patreon channel. It's Patreon Dinar Investor. You can search for Dinar Investor right on Patreon and find me. Okay, I'll even put a link below this video for you guys. But again, this is the truth right here. This is exactly what you're waiting on in order for Iraq to revalue. It's the removal and the cleanup of the corruption. That's why at the end of the day, there's very little to no news coming out. Iraq does have everything done. They're absolutely ready to revalue. But what's critical in this is there is a major step in this that tackles the corruption that not one of the other content creators is sharing with you on this. That's what's being missed and overlooked. We've identified that major step. I kid you not, guys, we know exactly when they're going to revalue. Okay, we do. We know exactly when they're going to revalue, and it's when they do that major step to tackle corruption. If you guys would like to know the truth in this, you're welcome to join us on Patreon. You guys do what's best for you. I wish you guys the absolute best, and take care and have a great, amazing weekend.